Hi everybody, it's Bridget. I hope that you're all having a nice week so far. I would like to share with you my design team project for the Piece by Piece. We got a lot of really pretty, I mean, as if it couldn't get prettier or more beautiful, really pretty trims and accessories in the shop, which is ThePieceByPiece.etsy.com. There are just some gorgeous things, laces, resin pieces, like lucite roses, just beautiful like resin or lucite cabochons, really pretty things. Laces that are like 2 inches wide, just gorgeous stuff. So you guys should go check it out. Beverly is also carrying a lot of Prima paper and mechanicals, and she's added quite a few really pretty things to the mix. So this is my Shabby Chic altered spool. It is going to my swap partner in Bona's spool swap. So anyway, let me show you what I did. I was going to add this in, but if you guys haven't seen Bona's video, I'll put a link to it down below to show you how she created hers. We had to do one that was, I think, at least 2.5 inches high. Use either toilet paper roll, I used the paper towel roll, and cut the circles. I think the widest or the most you could do, or the minimum, was 3 3/4. So I used the Fairy Bell papers. Oh, and the lace had to be 18 inches in length. And you had to make a homemade flower on top and lace. So that actually wound up being all one thing for me at the top. So it's the Fairy Bell paper. So I laid that, I used my circle die, my Spellbinder circle die, the largest one. I think circle's large, and I used the largest one. So I did double-sided for the paper. And then on top, I made the flower and the lace one thing. So I will also put a link to Lily's shabby flower tutorial. She is Lily Laneka or Lanisa on YouTube. I'll put her link down below on how she did these doily flowers. So I actually only used 4 because the doilies were big enough to cover the circle. I folded 4 doilies and glued them right on top. I didn't even put an underside to it. Let's see. And what I did was, oh, I should have brought Beverly's laces. Anyway, all the links to the lace and the accessories I used will be on my blog, paperinparis.wordpress, and links to all of the products will be directly linked to Beverly's shop. So then what I did was, so I cut those, folded them, glued them down. Well, I didn't cut them. I used the doilies. And then I cut, I mean, yes, I actually cut apart the beautiful laces that Beverly sent me. Crazy, but I cut them apart. So this lace here came scalloped, so almost like bunting. So I took 2 of these leaves and backed it on this beautiful, it's almost like a peach resin piece, the rose. And so you could see it there, sort of. You could see the 2 layers of leaves. And then what I did was I cut the bunting apart and I layered 1 scallop here and 1 down below. And then Beverly sent us this beautiful, almost like oval shaped lace that I cut each oval apart, and I layered that on top of this, and then I put the rose on top. So that kind of served as my flower and lace on top. And here is just a little bit of a pearl accent. I guess I should have put more pearls, but that's okay. And then I use this beautiful silk ribbon from Beverly, of course. Again, it comes in white, pale yellow, and black. It's the yummiest. I could have spools of this. It's gorgeous. So, and I just tied it like that. And what I did was I added pearls to all of the lace here. And this one, so I could do the closure the way I wanted, I put one of these like scalloped halfback pearls. So, and then here I hid it by, I'll show you in the end anyway. So it goes out like this. And on the inside, I used the toilet paper roll, the paper towel roll. I covered it in that beautiful, like, starry pastel fairy bell paper by Prima. And then I took this lace that's like lace, or it's like tulle and crocheted, that Beverly sent us. And it fit perfectly, I mean, literally perfectly on, I think this is 2.5 inches here. So I layered that over the paper. You could see the paper better. That's what the paper looks like. So I wrapped a layer of that around here. This is beautiful. And then I just hot glued the lace and this rosette, this shabby rosette trim the whole length. And then I just basically did simple little decorations. This is one of the birds from Beverly's shop. This was also this beautiful applique crocheted trim was in our design team. And again, I cut it apart and used just one piece. Then here I used a beautiful applique butterfly. One of the pieces from Beverly's shop again. This is like a little accent flower. It's showing up super yellow. It's not quite so yellow. I just put a little halfback pearl there. I put a little resin rose there. Then I added this pin with a little teardrop crystal and one of the, I think this was from the last release, the Prima trinket. Then here I did some fussy cutting of the paper. So I fussy cut the rose and the butterfly, and I put that as the base of my crocheted flower. And this is actually a button that I put on top, the cameo button. I think it's a girl's papery from a couple of years ago. And then here, this is actually another piece that I cut apart from this oval applique. So I made it almost like a flourish or a leaf. Put a Prima flower there and a cameo. And then I fussy cut the hot air balloon and just put it there as decoration. Some more fussy cutting from another paper line. And then here what I did was I took apart some of the paper from the 6x6 pad and I cut them and put them and she could do, my partner could just use them, you know, however she'd like. Which is exactly why I had pinned it like this. And then underneath, I put a little butterfly that was a stick pin, but I cut it off. And then I layered this ribbon with another one of Beverly's heart rhinestone ribbon buckles. So this kind of goes like this, and then when she removes it, I figured at least she had something pretty to look at instead of just a blank rosette on the bottom. And it also held together my closure. So that is my altered spool. And then it just closes up. And that's it. So if you guys have any questions, again, I will put all of the links to the products that I used on my blog, and I will put all the links to Beverly's Facebook and Etsy in the description box below. Oh, and I forgot, I made this little mini. I was gonna put it in here, but it was just too bulky. It didn't close, so that's that. I made them out of the note cards that came with the Fairy Bell paper. Or, I'm sorry, you know what? I'm saying Fairy Bell the whole time. I made this using the Fairy Rhymes paper. I'm sorry, you guys. So these are the little note cards. They made the note cards smaller this time around. So, and this is the starry paper that I used to line the paper towel roll. So I'm sorry, again, I used the Fairy Rhymes collection. She can just make little notes. I put Cherish down here, anything from the garden, her thoughts, her just general little journaling. So that's it. That's my project. I hope you guys liked it. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. And it takes me a couple days, but I get back to everybody. So thanks a lot. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.